Tom Rudebush for InsideDakotaSports.com. We have head coach Dan Kratzer with us as we get set to take on Dickinson State here at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium. A 1 o'clock kickoff this Saturday. The Hard Rockers are 5-0, tied with Black Hill State for first place in the DAC Conference, and Dickinson State right behind with a 4-1 record. Coach, give us a quick synopsis on the win over Minot State. Certainly a lot went on in that game, and when you win on the road for the fourth straight time, a coach has to be pleased.
Well, to win at Minot is big for us, and you know it was one of those games where the kids were focused. They knew they had a tough task at hand, and didn't take that team too lightly. And you know, we played a better football game than they did. Their defense was outstanding. Our defense was above outstanding. You know, the only first downs they really made were on 3rd and long. So you know, we have to get people and let them have 3rd and short situations. They won't make 3rd and short, but 3rd and long they made a few on us. But their defense, you know, as I said, did a very good job too. But the opportunistic attitude of our defense is part of the wide open spread West Coast offense philosophy. You know, you attack, you make things happen, and sooner or later you're going to get a turnover. And we got a big turnover, and it led to that big long 1-yard drive for the touchdown. And you know, people asking, well, you know, you could have scored late in the game. My son always emails me or calls me and says, "Dad, why did you take a knee?" He said, "You know, that 17 points would have looked a lot better on the scoreboard." And I go, "Yeah, I know, but hey, you know, when you're in this long enough, you see things happen late in the ball game, and it goes back to that one of those NFL games where I think it was the Philadelphia Eagles fumbled the ball in the last play of the game instead of taking a knee, and somebody picked it up and ran it back for a touchdown, and you have visions, those kind of visions go flash through your head, and you go, oh no, we can't do anything like that. But you know, it was a real important win for us, and it was a tough loss for Minot because that was a big game for them, and they needed that game. And I'm sorry.
Talk about the fake punt, the play of the game. You iced the game going for it on a fake punt, 4th and 4 with 2.5 minutes to play at the Minot 39. Just tell us a little bit about that play.
Well, the important thing was we needed a first down, and we thought, hey, you know, we get a first down now, we can run the clock out, and that's the ball game. So it's 4 yards, and again, you know, it's not something that we don't work on every week. I mean, we work on this every week, week in and week out. We've got a couple of different fakes that we try to do on, you know, whatever it is. You know, if it's a punt or if it's a field goal or if it's PAT or if it's a reverse. You know, we want to have something special in the arsenal in case an opportunity like this comes up. And this was a great opportunity, and you know, they're thinking, you know, they're going to try to block everybody and or else, you know, get a little pressure on the punter, and everything was, the setting was kind of right for the fake. And when we motioned, you know, our wing back over and they went with him, they left one of the eligible receivers uncovered. And so Trevor Roberts, being an old quarterback, saw it and winged it, and Eric Hughes made a great catch and just couldn't quite outmaneuver Lester for a touchdown, but he got us down there close enough that we could run the clock out.
Dickinson State this week, they're a game behind us in the standings. It seems like when you're in the position you are, Dan, every game is bigger than coming the following week. Last week was a big game, but this week game is even bigger. So tell us about Dickinson.
Well, here's the thing, Tom. When you get the program where you want it to be, and you know, year in and year out, you're 5-1 or 6-1 or, you know, or 5-0 or 6-0. Then the next game becomes bigger, and that's just the nature of the beast. And so Dickinson is going to be a tough opponent. They're every bit as good as Minot, and they're coming off that tough loss at home to Black Hill, so they're going to be fired up. And but again, we are too, you know. it's a look kind of in the mirror at the same two teams that faced one another last year. They're a little bit better, and we're a little bit better. So, you know, it'll come down to and turnovers and that type of thing, and really who controls the ball.
Thanks to Dan Kratzer for previewing the Dickinson State game coming up this Saturday at 1 o'clock at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium. You'll have coverage here on InsideDakotaSports.com with the highlights and a game story on Saturday night. Dan, thank you, and until next week, this is Tom Rudebush for Inside Dakota Sports. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Tom Rudebush with Hard Rocker Highlights, and we have a very special guest today. That's junior running back Jamie Dale for the Hard Rockers.